Cool. So before we get this thing started, give us your name and your profession.
Okay. My name is KLA. I would say my profession is being a artist overall, a creative. I sing, rap, do spoken word poetry. I'm also a hairstylist and a painter and illustrator. And that's about it.
So where did you get your start in music? Like who influenced you? What sounds influenced you?
So I would say I got my start in music definitely when I was younger. So my father sings, and growing up, I listened to like 95.9, like Temptations, all the old R&B music. So that's kind of what inspired me to start singing. And kind of when I found my voice is when I was like singing along to Alicia Keys, like back in her prime. And I was singing to myself, and I'm like, I think I sound kind of good. Like, and then my father overheard me singing. He like, let me find out you can sing, girl. So I was kind of like, all right, that put the battery in my back to sing. And then when I got to high school, I was like in glee club singing and stuff, but I did more poetry because I was getting a lot of stuff off my chest. And I had performed at a assembly, and I was like doing a spoken word poem, and right after the assembly everybody was coming up to me like, yo, you hard, you a rapper now, you gotta rap. And I'm like, that was a poem, y'all, that was not no rap. And they like, nah, you a rapper. So then after that I'm like, maybe I should try rapping. So that was the day, or I guess the period, where I was like, yeah, like I gotta be an artist, so I feel like I should be an artist.
Okay. Now something you touched on is your poetry. Because when we listen to you, or at least when I hear you rap, it just feel like it's spoken word. Just like, like here go a EP of spoken word or a album of spoken word. So why did you decide to have that as like your style of rap?
I would say because after so my biggest influences are definitely like Wayne is my favorite rapper. Next would probably be like Lauryn Hill, Pac, Cole. So it's kind of, I think it was me finding a balance in between like so many different kinds. I was like, what's gonna feel like me? Like, how am I? Because with social media and stuff, it makes you want to be like other people, honestly. Like, I be looking at it like, maybe I gotta rap like that, or should I rap like that? Or I could be different, I could be versatile. But with my last project, I was like, I really want to have a poetic feel to it because we got a lot of, in my opinion, we got a lot of low vibrational like music and art. So I'm like, for me, I want to make something that makes me feel high vibrations or people will see as high vibrational. And I know it's not everybody cup of tea for like the super conscious so that's why I kind of tried to mix it in with like, I'm gonna still talk my shit, I'm gonna still curse, I'm gonna say God, and I'm gonna say bitch in the same song. Like, I just feel like it being poetic will reach people more, and it will also make me feel more at home and comfortable performing my music versus doing something that I'm not comfortable with.
Gotcha. What do you think sets you apart from like all the other Baltimore rappers?
I would say I'm the hottest in the city, man. That's it's like no. I would say, I really try to move in that energy. But I think what sets me apart is I don't know about everybody else, but I really push my pen. Like, I really push my pen. Like, sometimes I'll write something, like a song, and then I'll write like two other versions, and I'll be like, all right, which one the best? Or let me swap out, like, or if I say simple words, I'll go, trick for rappers, I'll go Google, get synonyms, I'll go random word generators, and I just try to build. I just try to say different shit, but then also say it in that cool way and then make a cool song out of it. Like, I don't ever want to make anything that I don't like. So it's like, if I like it, cool. I know my bars is cool. And then I be listening to other people like, they cool, but they not as hard as me. I feel like I'm a little harder. Like, I feel like even though I'm not rah rah, I'm not like, I'm gonna shake my ass a little bit, but I'm not like overly being sexual or overly being aggressive. I just like to be in the middle. And I think that kind of what sets me apart. Like, I believe so.
I see it. I see it. Definitely. How do you balance like being a female and being a rapper? Cause like in the rap industry, it's like it's rah rah. Like it's a male dominated industry. How do you like keep that balance and like keep it like even?
Honestly, This might be because I'm from Baltimore too. I see myself as a nigga sometimes. So in me, I'm already balanced. Like,
Okay.
because I do feel that feeling of like when I'm on a lineup or something, I'll be like, dang, it's only 2 girls. I'm the only girl. Da da da. But then sometimes I'll be like, fuck it. Like, it is what it is. I don't even think I really see. I see myself as a female rapper and a rapper, of course, but I don't. I try not to dwell in that until I cross those bridges. Like, if somebody is treating me a certain way and I can tell it's because I'm female, that's when I'll be like, oh, all right, nigga, so this what we doing. But if it's like regular show vibes or just regular maneuvering through the scene, it helps me a little bit because I feel like a nigga on the inside, but on the outside, I look like this. So yeah, they gonna do what I say. They gonna listen to me. They gonna, you feel me? Like, niggas is gonna respect me. Yeah.
You got the balance pretty much. All right, so you got a song with TSU Terry. Come on now. How did that come about?
Okay, yes. So come on now. That came about because, so I love Terry. Terry, we've been following each other for a while, and you follow people on Instagram, but you don't know if people really pay attention to your content. They might just follow you because they like how you look or your style, or somebody was like, hey, follow her. So he was following me for a while. He would interact with my stuff, and one day he messaged me like, yeah, I want to talk to you about something. So me, I have experience with niggas hitting me and like, I want to talk to you, acting like it's business, and they're like, so what you want? And I'm like, is we really talking about something, or is you like trying to? And he like, no, I got like this song I want you on. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Soon as we get on the phone, he like, yeah, yo, like, I see you be out here working, and I feel like niggas sleeping on you. Like, I want to put you on this club mix. Like, we out here, we gonna get this thing popping. And he just like really put a battery in my back and inspired me to like jump out and do something different. And even though I'm from Baltimore, I never would have imagined hearing myself on the Baltimore club mix. Like, I can't dance like
But that's
that.
like, that's that Baltimore statement. Like,
Yes.
club music is like a statement for us.
And
so.
that's why it felt like, oh my God, I felt like my inner child was like, bitch, you is on a club mix. And it came on the radio, I'm like, oh my God, we on a club mix. And he sent it to me, and it's crazy because we did the song like 2 years ago. Like, I was up at 3 a.m. with like Bobby Woody recording those vocals. Those are like tired ass 3 a.m. vocals, and they like, nah, just keep it. I'm like, bro, I don't like it. And they like, nah, it's good. And then after all this time, I'm like, I really like it. And it came about, and we supposed to shoot a video soon. It's a lot planned around it, but that's really how it happened. It was just Terry wanting to work with me and wanting to like kind of bring me back to the scene, because I was about to stop using music with people. I don't, like we were talking about earlier, I don't like people. So it was definitely opening me back up to like, all right, people are here for me, people care, we can work, and come on now, Kane.
Okay. All right, now let's talk about your song, Please. What about the song initially like connected you to like, yo, the visual needs to be poetic justice?
Yes, okay. So with Please, I wrote Please, I want to say close to a year ago. Not a year, maybe like 7, 8 months, maybe. I don't know. But it's been a while. And I had it for a while with an open verse. And the inspiration behind the song was because I was just tired of dealing with or talking to people or dealing with men who are just trying to please me versus being their self and trying to put their best foot forward in a relationship. It just seems like people are always just doing what they think is cool or just doing for them, when it's like, no, if you're gonna mess with me, you just need to be honest. You know, you can do you. And that's why I say, don't say anything you think I want to say. Say what you want to say. Just don't do shit that you know I wouldn't do behind your back. And I feel like I dealt with that with men a lot, and that's kind of where that song came from. And when Bobby Woody sent me the beat and got the little whimsical music in the front, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, it's whimsical and it's upbeat, but I'm like, no, I'm about to talk to these niggas. Like, if it's gonna be love, let's make it real, or I don't want it. So when I was thinking of a visual, so how I got Kudo on there, I've been following Kudo for a while, super hard, super dope, and I met him in person, and I'm like, bro, I got this song that she would be good for, because in my opinion, I feel like our styles are not similar, but they coincide very well. So I sent him the song, he was with it, and at first I knew I wanted like an old 90s visual, like, or just something from back then, because I'm like 54 inside. I'm really an old head. So my favorite movies is like the Spike Lee stuff, Poetic Justice. I be watching Wayans Bros, Martin. Like, so I'm like, what video am I going to do? And then I had a little crush on Yo. So I'm like, you feel me? I'm trying like create I was trying to think of what my inner child would fan over. Like,
Gotcha.
so first I thought Martin, and then now, Fat Belly Now, the videographer, he was like, nah, don't do Martin, because like Polo G did Martin, Big Sean did Martin. I'm like, facts. So throughout my life, I don't think I look like Janet Jackson, but people sometimes be like, you look like Janet Jackson. And I'm like, poetic justice. I should do poetic justice. So then when I talked to Kudo about it, he thought it was a good idea. And I'm like, you know what? I got this. I'm going to write the treatment. I did everything. Like, I told everybody what they need to wear. I picked the locations. I did everything. I'm like, we going to get this right. So it was definitely like it was poetic justice in real life as well as with the song, which was dope. Yeah.
All right. So with acting in the video, how was that for you? Was that was like your first acting role, or was you just like, nah, I do this all the time?
So the good thing about that was like, because me and him have became closer, it don't feel like acting, because we kind of just like, we don't got to say anything because the music playing, but it's kind of just like, you know, we got to play around. We got to, you know, and kind of like reminding myself like, all right, you got to play me and you got to play You Don't Give a Fuck, because I'm hella goofy. So we like dying laughing in between takes. But it was definitely different for me, and it did make me want to act more. Like, I always wanted to act, and being in that definitely made me feel like, okay, and people could see me in that light, because it was perceived very positively. So I'm like, okay, because I don't know about you, but sometimes seeing myself on camera, I get a little insecure sometimes. Like, I feel like I'll pick at myself here and there, but I've grown to a point where I'm like, you don't gotta pick, you did good, you might could act a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I was. I was like, but I'm like, I need to bring myself onto it. So I know, like, I wear hats a lot. Like, I know the logo need to be there. Like, if I don't have a hat on, I'm gonna have a nice haircut, because that's normally me. So like,
Whatever
just so
make you feel
just so I don't have to be picking at myself. Like, yo, I know I'm gonna see me on the camera.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
Tell you about that.
And that was the hardest part of it, just watching myself back and not picking myself apart.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
All right, so you've been in these streets.
Mm-hmm.
In a good way, though. In a good way, though.
Oh, yeah,
And I've
working.
been seeing you making an enormous amount of content, really pushing your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
How do you balance that? Because it's like,
Woo.
you're like your publicist, your manager. Like, you all three of those, you the person that's creating the content, you dressing yourself,
Yes,
you doing the
yo.
makeup, you doing
Yo,
the hair.
yes,
Like,
yo.
so how are you balancing all of those things?
I feel like the way I'm balancing is I give myself, as far as posting content, so me and my friend Bobby Woody, we be on each other every day. We told ourselves we posting every day for the next 30 days. We trying. We done skipped a couple days, but I be like, nigga, you ain't post. He be like, you ain't. I'm like, all right, we posting today. So kind of having accountability with my friends, and then also just being aware of how the world is now. If I don't push myself, then people aren't going to be interested in me. They're not going to perceive me the way I want to be perceived if I don't act interested in myself every day. Like, and that's how making content feels. It's like, I gotta show y'all I'm cool every day, or I just gotta show y'all that I'm up every day and I'm working. Even if I just post a selfie, I'm here. Like, that's how social media, I'm here every day. So that's how I kind of got into posting content regularly, because the way the algorithm works and the way people work now, you have to be constant, and that makes people stick on to you. And as far as everything else, as far as like even this interview, you know, we took, it's like, it be so many things on my schedule that I be like, dang, like, it's hard. I feel like I don't know if I've found a way how to manage it yet. I feel like I'm doing good though. I just try to write everything in my calendar and take the time out to do my hair, do my makeup, get everything done. Even when it comes to like videos and performances, I just make sure I write everything down, put it, whether it's in a notebook or my calendar, and honestly praying. Like, I pray a lot, I meditate a lot. That's the only thing that be keeping me like leveled and bringing me back to be like, all right, because even recently I'm like, I don't want to do this music shit. And I'm like, Yes, you do, bro. Stop lying. Like, just go ahead,
You gotta
pray,
keep yourself.
get it out.
Yeah.
Yes. So I think honestly, prayer, writing things down, and also you just have to start not to, I know everybody says that's cliche, but you have to start not to give a fuck. Like, you can't really care what people say. Like, I'll post a silly TikTok, I'll post a rapping TikTok, and some people might be like, oh, she corny, she this, she that. It don't matter, you still seeing me.
Yeah.
It don't matter because people
You
still
still
gonna
watching.
listen. And it don't matter because it don't change my character. I'm corny in real life. Like, that's just what it
It's
is.
just,
So
look, you owning it. So
yes,
no,
yes.
people act like that. So,
People
you
are
being true
scared to be
yourself.
themselves. Yes.
All right, so I gotta ask you, who is this famous cat that we see in like half of your videos?
Oh,
He just
yes!
pop up and like, I'm here.
With his little
Just know
handsome
I'm here.
face. He is Leo. I'm so happy you asked about him. Leo, he's my son. He's 2 years old. I got him, it's so crazy. So I got him last year on my birthday, and I'm a Leo. And I got him 2 days after my birthday, and I went to a Barks Animal Shelter here. And I was looking through their cats and stuff, and I saw a cage that said Leo, but he wasn't in it. And I was there with my ex at the time, and I'm like looking at these cats, but none of them was really like catching my eye. And then when we came back around, Leo was back in the cage, and he was the only cat. Like, every cat was in there, paw out the cage, meowing. He was just sitting there like. So I'm like, and my ex was like, you should get him. So I'm like, all right, and his name Leo, cool. But my plan was to get a kitten, but he big as, like, Leo's big. So I'm just like, if this cat wild on me, like, I'm gonna be scared. But he just turned out super calm. I took him home, and he peed in his crate on the way home, so I had to wash him. And you know, they say the cats don't like water, so I put him in the tub. And he was calm. He was just sitting there. He tried to like slowly climb out the tub, but he wasn't like aggressive. Till this day, he don't bite, he don't scratch. He just chill. Every time I record, it's so weird. He does that. He'll come up like,
Yeah, what's up?
yeah, like he wanna be seen. Like, it's so. And so one of my friends was like, stop forcing him in it. I'm like, yo, I swear I don't be
That's his
forcing him.
thing.
He likes it. Like, he just like to be by me, or when he know that I got this bright light on, he just comes and. We be rocking. That's my son.
That's what's
like,
up.
I love him.
All right, so before we end this thing, I need you to finish this. KLA is.
KLA is. Oh my goodness. I thought that was going to be easy. KLA is. Astronomical.
That's what we want?
Mm-hmm.
She astronomical.